And all over the floor, you can see each player preparing for the game ahead, pushing out distractions and getting into the zone. Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Looking now at the lineup for the teams tonight, some names out of action.
And it feels really early to be already missing players from the lineup. How these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup, Brook Lopez is out there with Kenyon Martin. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie, and it's Young Shi in at small forward. And for New York, we've got Kristaps Porzingis, also Karl Anthony Towns out there, and it's Daje in at the 3. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Here's Young Shi. Turned in an outstanding game against Detroit. Martin, yes, and a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
And Brooklyn with possession here. The Knicks making their last shot. Yep, count it.
You got to appreciate the consistency. Night in and night out, he brings it.
Here's Diaz. Towns, a screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Knox. Towns, left side. Count that bucket. Towns has got his second bucket of the night.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches. Refs calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Dinwiddie outside. Three-pointer. Young Shi can't get it to go. And Towns has got the ball here for New York. They want to keep rolling here following a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, they really worked hard to find shots in that one. Some good play calls and energy on the offensive end.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused and they made everything they looked at.
Here's Diaz. A 26-point game for him in the win against Minnesota. Knox, the pass to Porzingis. The fader, and it's New York scoring again.
And I love their energy so far. They're now 4 for 4 from the field.
Martin outside. Lets the three fly, and it's New York with a rebound. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Last year shows that having the better overall record doesn't mean you're going to dominate the lesser opponent. And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Pass to Lopez. Torres. They can't stop the run with that one. For New York, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, within range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Timeout call, Brooklyn.
Put your hands together.
Looking at our leaderboard here, last year, the teams that made an art out of transitioning from defense to
an era, they converted on it. Not just winning turnovers, but taking them to the bank.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Fires from 14. And the shot falls short that time.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Nets trail by 9. Torres. Yes. And a nice assist from Dinwiddie.
With the utmost belief in his game, he's able to beat opponents in a number of ways.
New York has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Back to Towns. The three is up. And again, New York with the triple.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Brooklyn shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
First personal foul. Second team foul. Torres at the line. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And so he hits both. There's always going to be player movement in the offseason. I have to imagine some of those guys are still meshing with their new team grit.
Well, it depends on the player, B.A. With young guys, it can take more time to adapt. But for the veterans, they know what their game is about by this point. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Dinwiddie passes to Martin. Jacks up a 3. The Knicks with the rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Diaz. They set the pick. There's the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. He's got 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Pass to Knox. Here's Towns. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
He's putting on a show this quarter, and the team's feeding off his energy.
And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for the Nets. Trailing by 13. Torres. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. One of the most exciting teams in the league, Doris, the New York Knicks.
BA, there's a saying that the NBA is better when the New York Knicks are in the house and they are good. How about the resurgence over the last 5 years? They want to win now, and that rabid fan base is eating up all this success.
First one falls for him. Josh Hart's checked in for New York. He gets them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
Here's Towns. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. That's on Brook Lopez. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
And that one falls for Towns. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
Well, he has proven that you've got to respect the long-range ability of Spencer Dinwiddie. Nice.
Towns for 3. He buries it from 3. Towns has got 26.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Timeout called. Brooklyn.
19. The Nets call a timeout. All right, then.
Nets trail by 14. The Wizard passes to Dinwiddie. Torres. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
A dominant quarter, but he needs some help.
And here's New York now. Down low. Towns gets the bucket. And he's got 28 now.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
1-2.
Fires the three. And that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
He has been a one-man show trying to keep them competitive.
Porzingis with a screen on Dinwiddie. Pass to Porzingis from downtown. Dinwiddie with a rebound. Nets trail by 10. Here's the Wizard. He's another guy who had a great performance in that win against Detroit. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Listen, this guy has got good touch and solid shooting stroke. Spencer Dinwiddie comfortable in the catch and shoot.
Pass to Towns. This one for 3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Oh, he drains it. His 6th make in 9 tries so far.
He's bringing a lot of energy to this offense, not letting the scoreboard discourage him right now.
And to me, he's just playing smart, efficient basketball, really helping his team hang around this one.
Now here's Hart. In his last outing, he had 11 points.
Now that Towns is rolling, boy, you just deliver the ball on time and on target, he will do the rest.
Torres, 3-pointer off the mark. Knicks leading by 7. It's stolen. Lopez passes to the Wizard. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's the Wizard. He's covered by Hart. No good on the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Towns outside. New York working the ball around now. Fires for 3.